Hello and good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Race to World First for Echo here at the SK Magenta facility. I'm here with MYTHIC.
Is it sleepy
yeah, I didn't want to because I was a little bit energetic. I was like really hype, and I was like, I have to calm myself down so I'm not like waking anyone up.
As you wake up in the morning on this beautiful sunny Friday, remember, you are worthy, you are valid, and you are important.
It was very beautiful to like when I walked to the venue today, which is the only like walk I do outside.
Yes.
You know? I saw like the sunrise through the window. I was like, oh, I'm never going to see the sun again for the rest of the day now.
Yep, that's how it works. I mean, I'm going to see the sun because I'm going to be flying, right? So
you will be flying today.
Unless it's all cloudy outside, which it may be. I think I also have an aisle seat, which is less sunny usually than the window seats, kind of because you're not that close to the window. Yeah.
It makes sense
it does
when you think about it.
We're getting to that time of year as well when it gets dark early, which I quite like. But then I get to spring and summer and I realize maybe I didn't like it as much as I thought I did. I do like it being sunny at night. It's a weird experience.
Interesting.
Kind of train myself into thinking that I like winter, which I do. I do enjoy the cold and I like snow and all of that.
I like winter too.
It's nice when
I
it's
just dislike
sunny.
the darkness of it.
Yeah, if we could have the sun of summer
in the winter,
but with the cold of winter.
Yes. I would actually like that.
Clear winter days. That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, clear winter days when you go outside and you like breathe in, it's like very fresh air.
Yes.
Love that.
For you this morning, a clear winter mind. No clouds in the sky, just peace and serenity. A flock of geese fly over in a V formation, reminding you of teamwork and how important it is that you find yourself supported as part of a team.
Now breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose. Think about nothing and death.
Oh, good old death. We love it here at Echo. There's a lot of it happening as the raiders are getting ready.
Unfortunately not for Queen Ansrek anytime soon, apparently.
I mean, or fortunately for her, if you're her. I don't think she wants to die, you know? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about the fact that perhaps these creatures want to live? There's no diplomacy
I actually did think about this, because I'm actually a little bit... Okay, so I'm not a Queen Ansrek fan necessarily, but I'm a Xel'lotath fan.
Okay, sure, understandable.
And I would root for her if I could. I would help her out.
You can.
It's difficult.
You can go into pugs and just deliberately like rescue people off the platform, swap blaster people.
The problem is I also want items, so it's a little bit of a... I have a weird relationship with the game right now. It's like I want to kill the creatures to get the items because I want to be powerful, but then at the same time, I know that when I'm doing that, I'm not helping Xel'lotath.
You could be more like Keveza, where she infiltrated, did get a lot of items because you can loot them from her. But she's also kind of... She's not helping Keveza, but she's helping someone. So if you could kill a Nerub-ar or Takaj, then you can be the new blocker, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, they share health. Otherwise, it would be great if I could just kill one.
Yeah, which one would you kill?
I have to figure out a way to kill only one. I would have to listen to their like arguments first. Okay. Right, to make a decision, because I don't know what they're thinking, what their plans are, what their goals are, their political views.
Understandable.
But we can sit down, have an argument. I'll listen to both sides.
You could just have a discussion before you have the argument, if you wanted. You don't immediately have to go to... I mean, I can understand looking at them that it's probably going to be an argument, but you're welcome to have the discussion first if you want.
I'm going to have a discussion first. Okay. You're very reasonable. I appreciate that about you. Well, that is great.
All the meditation we've done this morning has really centered me. We do have a flashback to yesterday, though, with our Starforge flashback. So let's have a look at that before we move on to, hopefully, some Ansrek pulls.
Just 3 words, 3 devastating words. Beans and milk.
No, don't put that out there. Wait, beans? No, milk?
Beans, not quite peas, not quite beans, but something special in betweens.
Wait, I didn't think about that one. What about milk?
It's one of the hardest things to say with a straight face in medical school is, I think you have acute angina.
Usually there.
Goodbye.
Oh.
But we saw phase 2. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Well
this
done.
is what we want to see.
So horde biased, they can't even make Jaina one-shot you with her icy beams.
Because the Alliance are pussies.
On Maris' screen, it's a little bit different. Next to Queen Ansorec's health bar in the bottom middle, there are all the spells that are about to come up, and an hopeful screen as well above Queen Ansorec's health bar. Oh, switch back to nice memes. Right at the top middle, now back towards the bottom. On Kush's screen, it's just above the health bar. We're back to Gingy. Top right is where we're looking. To Mini now, just above where Queen Ansorec's health bar. You can see a couple of abilities, but then also on the left. And then on Canix's screen, I have no idea where I'm looking right now.
Well done. Excellent progress, making it off of that first platform.
Fucking hell, man, you fucking wanker.
Does it bother you that OK Mage died to a level 6 pig and probably can't do Hellfire Citadel?
I've never played Classic before. Why are you outing me, Mike?
Got a lot of beans in stock. Atsuki beans, Sassy beans, Gravanzo beans, Fama beans, Svea beans, Gigante beans, Great Northern beans, Kidney beans, Long beans, Mung beans, Pinto beans.
I thought you would be the bean expert, to be honest.
Why?
You're from the land of the beans, no?
Jesus Christ.
That's what the Arenas were for. That's my mating ritual. I've injected it into Jesse now. Wiener boys. Wiener boys.
No. How much do you like children?
Children?
The good thing is,
What's wrong with you guys?
the good thing is Perfecto passed the vibe check. The correct answer to that was, huh?
In 3, 2, 1, send it. And you're going to feel something tingling on the back of your tongue. You feeling
I
that?
just feel it everywhere. I
What
don't
you're
feel
saying?
that bad.
I am fucking dying.
So here come the trampolines, and we're going to shut up. Oh, okay. Yup.
I can't do silence. I can't do it.
And as you can tell, click your fingers, they're all dead.
What? That wasn't my fault.
Platform. Unfortunately, we lose some more players here.
Oh, no!
Let's try to get
The
over.
mid-air blink
But
nightmare!
Towards them, so they have to make sure they focus so they're not.
Four. One each.
Wow. Okay, this a scary thing.
You can hear them screaming through
That
here.
was amazing.
What just happened,
That
by
was
the way?
so good.
That was the most extraordinary poll we have seen in months. 47. 47.
Wow, incredible.
Oh, I fucking knew it, man.
Hello, preach. It's me, the rat. 777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777. It just keeps going.
Hilarious, right?
77777777777777777777777777777.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
7777777.
Just keep going. we have 2.5 hours here. You just do that for the entirety of it. That kind of imitates what it's like to be a streamer when Twitch chat gets going.
No, yes, I was at the gym when Alex and Jordan did this whole thing where they're just not gonna talk and they're just gonna yes. And I did not like hear the bit where they like introduce what they're gonna do, and I just heard that and it's like, what is happening?
Yeah. Cool vibes on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Howdy.
But now that we're back in the raid, you can see there's 20 people in there, and of
BOE
course,
farming time, guys. There's 2 mobs here. 30 minutes later, they'll respawn. You never know.
That would be great.
Go do some heroic splits, lads. Let's go. Canix needs more gear.
No. I mean, now's Paladin actually does need more gear.
Yeah,
I
it
wonder if
does.
he did like stay up a bit longer or woke up earlier to like maybe do something plus, or maybe people helped him out. But yeah, he definitely is lacking some gear because they didn't think that they're gonna need that Prod Paladin. But of course, Freedom being so good in phase 1. But yeah, let's recap a little bit what happened overnight, because of course we have been sleeping. So have the players as well. Some of the players, most of the players, but some people, of course, have been awake to figure out strategies for last phase. But while we were asleep, Liquid, of course, was awake with the different time zones, and they've been pulling the boss. They're now up to 234 pulls in total, and they got the boss to 35.4% in phase 3. And we've gotten some more information. I watched their pulls a little bit before I came on, and we did see that there's going to be 5 acolytes in the last phase. It's 3, 4, 5.
And I'm not sure how you survive that, because you did the maths yesterday. You have 3. Those go through, drop their debuffs. They can't pick up another debuff.
For 4 minutes, right? So just to explain. So if you pick up an so each acolyte drops an essence.
Yes.
After you kill them. And these essences, whenever this ring comes out, where you have to use the portal to survive the ring, or you blink over it or whatever, these essences, they cannot touch the ring, otherwise you wipe. And these essences on Mythic don't disappear. So you have 3 acolytes first, which drop 3 essences. Those 3 essences have to be picked up by players. Those 3 players cannot pick up essence anymore for the rest of the fight. Then the next wave of acolyte spawns. It's 4 acolytes now. They die. They drop 4 essences plus the 3 from the previous ones.
So that's an
plus the 3
7.
people that have a debuff already. So then 7 new people have to pick it up. So that's now the second ring. And now you have 10 people with the debuff. Now the next wave is 5. Now we have a problem.
We have
because we have
12 to pick up and 10 with the debuff.
And 10 with the debuff.
Skype's going to sub in. Super like tag team in wrestling. So some people have talked about immuning it. And like maybe immuning the...
Yeah, I think you can immune like the damage that it does to you.
And then taking it through and then dying immediately afterwards. But I'm not smart enough to work this out.
Yeah, I'm not,
you know?
Some people said maybe the tanks can pick it up and survive the damage.
Maybe. I haven't looked at exactly how much the damage was.
It's 4,000.
4,000?
Actually,
that
it's
seems
1,000%.
Oh, 1,000%. Okay, yeah. Because if it's just 4,000 damage, I think anyone can tank that, you know?
It's 1,000% more. We might be wrong.
1,000% more damage. I mean, maybe a tank with good DRs.
I don't know.
It's
I mean,
tricky.
if it's immutable.
If it's immutable. Because apart from that, it feels like 5 acolytes is just the hard enrage. Because like, how do you take them through? But then how is it the hard enrage when we still have at least 30-40% of the boss left to kill at that point?
Yeah, and then you also have to remember that if a person with the essence goes through the portal, it closes the portal.
Yeah.
So like,
you just
if
split
20
it into
people have an essence,
you
have to like all go through the portal simultaneously, which is very difficult.
It is very difficult.
So,
but if you don't make it, you don't make it, and that's your fault. You should have clicked the portal quicker, you know? Yeah, it's going to be a really tricky one. I'm looking forward to getting some P3 progress again from Echo today. Obviously, you know, probably... If the boss starts looking like it can die, it's very possible they extend tonight and we have a late one. If it's still looking at, like, we're at 20%, we're not quite sure what we're doing.
Oh, look at that.
620 still.
620. Still a little bit behind compared to the others, but it's not too bad anymore.
I mean, he's got...
620 is kind of okay.
I mean, it's fine.
Also, he's so pretty.
It's still 5 item level behind where he wants to be.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. And that's what's bringing Echo's overall eye level down, because obviously Liquid's slightly ahead at the 625.3. Kush is bringing it up on the other side because he has a 628 rogue right now. He got double daggers off Kiveza, so he is very, very happy. And if he doesn't top the damage meters, we must complain. Because how are you not topping the damage meters, Kush? You have the highest eye level, not in the world. I think Fired Up is slightly higher than him, but close to it. Close to it.
Yeah, so it is 1,000% for 4 minutes that you take increased damage off the essence. So just to double check. Also, the essence leaves a dot behind for 15 seconds. And of course, when we talked about immunities, there is no immunity that lasts 15 seconds. So.
But you could immune the first half.
Yeah, you can immune a little bit of it, then die afterwards, or you immune a little bit of it and then mitigate the rest. Like for example, with like now could maybe bubble start and then somehow like survive the dot for a little while. We'll see. It is interesting that it's 22, right? Like it's only 2 people that have to pick it up with a debuff, which would indicate, okay, that's a tank's drop, right? So maybe.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense.
But I just want to say that this boss seems incredibly difficult in the last phase. Like people yesterday have been saying, oh, like especially I was surprised that Perfecto was sitting here, and he's like, "Oh, boss phase looks kind of simple. We can do this. Like the boss has no health," and I was just like, "Really?" Like,
you're getting in there with the boss at 60% HP,
yeah,
and then you have
like,
all of these mechanics.
Because now, when I talk to other people, there's a lot of people that think that the boss is actually like has too much health, and you won't be able to get through all of it.
Well, until someone gets below 30%, it's Mythic phase at 30%. Until someone gets below that, it's 25%, then 20, then 15, then 10. And then eventually we'll realize you just have to kill Queen Ansarek.
Maybe all you have to do is just get the boss HP to 0 without any shenanigans.
Have they
Just do
ever
it.
done hidden damage amps? So where they...
No.
Like, no.
Yeah, like usually, because a lot of people are saying there's no way this boss has to go to 0, or there's no way there's nothing special happening. But it would be weird if the boss like dies early.
Yeah, I agree. But I was
Right?
wondering if there was like
Yeah,
maybe
give me
there's a
a damage
specific
amp.
overlap or something that they're not doing that would increase their damage or they're not seeing.
Yeah, that would be like a special mythic mechanic, which it could be that there is something that, once you get all 20...
Yeah, once your whole raid is sacked, everyone does 10% increased damage or something. I don't know.
It is possible.
I'm just reaching at straws, I'll be honest. I'm trying to pick... It's like Europe at Worlds, just trying to find any way that we can get a win, you know?
Yeah, it's very strange because, of course, we also don't want Blizzard to nerf bosses, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they have to. We have to see more of the face before we can make any kind of judgments. But of course, bosses have been nerfed in the past by Blizzard during the Ritual First, the very end. The main reason for nerfs happening on the last boss is usually because they don't want the boss to die around reset time.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want to have the Nay Guild have the reset, get the gear, and then just kill a boss. Because then obviously you wouldn't stand a chance because they don't have that extra gear. They don't have access to it.
Yep.
So if we near like the end of the ID and the boss is still not going down or not close to going down, then Blizzard's like, maybe we nerf their boss HP for a little bit.
Yeah, but we're still looking at quite a lot of it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, 35% on Liquid after they had the extra day-ish, the extra time to practice it. They were looking very good until they got to phase 3, and then it was looking incredibly sketch on that pull. It becomes just so difficult, especially with the shackles overlaps and the blades. Like, you don't just get 2 shackles anymore. You get 3, then you get 4, then we assume you get 5 as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because we're talking about the boss HP being so high and like not sure how they're gonna kill it. But it's not just that, it's also the mechanics seem incredibly difficult. So even if they manage to get through the mechanics, which seems super, super, super hard, then the boss is still only in like 25%, if even, you know? It's like, interesting.
Not sure what we're going to do here. We'll just try and work it out.
But it is only Friday. By the way, happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Objectively the best day of the week, of course.
Saturday.
Yeah. No, it is Friday.
Can't believe you'd say that, Nagura. Can't believe it.
No, Friday, like every week, Friday's the best day of the week.
See, to me, Friday is like the middle of my working week usually. Because my working week is Wednesday to Monday.
Okay.
So I get Tuesday off. And
well,
then
here's the thing. Friday is flexible. Your Friday doesn't have to be the actual Friday. See, this is how I see it, you know.
So you're saying your day off, your day before your day off is the best day of the week.
Is Friday. If it's only one day off, then the day before is small Friday. Okay. If you have 2 days off, it's normal Friday. And if it's the day before like a vacation or a long time off, then it's big Friday.
Okay. I only ever really have small Fridays then.
Yeah. Today's your small Friday then, right?
Yeah, although tomorrow is just spent working as well, so it's not,
So it's not Friday at all for you?
No.
It's also not Friday for me?
Yep.
When
was your last Friday?
Long time ago.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
remember.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
They don't really appear that much.
Where are these Fridays people have been talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, if anyone that is watching has a big, small, or normal Friday today,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Happy Friday
I'm happy
to you.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday, of course, still some days left before the reset. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will. I mean, all we can really tell is from when they start pulling.
Yeah.
It's like, have Echo brought up something new? Is there something that we're not seeing about these debuffs. What are we calling them? Essences? Essences is nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like essences. Something new about these essences that's been worked out overnight. Will we see somehow Echo just get down to like a 20%er? Like, if you get through that phase, obviously there's still a lot of discovery to do, but if you can get through it, you can start putting damage into the boss. And Surek is... I mean, she's relatively squishy generally. I know she has a lot of health in terms of percentage, but it's only 7 billion in total, which is like...
Yeah, it's
high,
not a lot
but
of
it's not
overall
massive.
health.
Yeah.
It's just that you cannot
Damage
attack her
yeah,
sometimes.
in submission
like in phase 2.
in submission 1 and phase 2, yeah.
And in phase 3, there's all of these ads that are spawning. So if this was like a Princess Kavesa fight where it's, you know, just one boss, nothing else, and you can always attack, then it's not that much. But unfortunately, there's points in the fight where you don't really want to focus damage on her, or she's literally just not there. She's like, I'm out of here.
Maybe there's a way to follow her up her web.
Did they think about this?
Yeah. Have you used the mining? You've done the mining tool daily, where you have to climb up the
a little
rocks?
bit, yeah.
Maybe there's something like that, where that guy comes in. If you've done enough of those dailies, he
That would
comes
be
in, it's like
so
you can
funny.
grab onto Ansurek's side and just follow her up.
That'd be so funny. They all have to go out and level their like climbing and like get all of these like special items that you can get for it.
This is the boss design I bring to Blizzard. Hire me. You have to have done it. It's to get
And
rid
then
of
at some
BOE
point,
farming, right? It's
you have to
climbing farming.
Yeah, and you have to fight her like little spider pets. So you have to do a pet battle.
Yep.
You have to climb up and then pet battle. Have you done a pet battle?
I've done one, and I hate them. They're so bad. Apparently, the strategy, there's a specific comp you can run, all level 1, that just kills
it has
everyone.
to be level 1. Yeah.
But your highest level that you take into the battle will be the level of all the other pets in the battle. So
exactly. Yeah.
get everything in at level 1. I know how to min-max it. I just have never done it. You know.
It's I don't like all of these like mini games that they put into the game. Well, actually, I don't hate all of them. But yeah, there's a bunch of mini games like the pet battles, PvP, stuff like that.
PvP's a mini game.
Anyway.
There's an AWC team somewhere very angry at you right now. It's AWC. It is AWC, yeah. It does. Doesn't it start today? I thought it was Friday. Is it Saturday? Oh, NA today. So later, yeah, it'll be tomorrow for us.
It's a little bit of a meme because I think I'm not sure if it started with M+ being called a mini game or PvP, one of those things.
I mean, everything compared to raids is a mini game, right? Raids are the only maxi game.
True.
Yeah.
If you think about it that way, yeah.
You could say open world RPG, or it's the only max game.
Yeah.
Anyone not RPing in the open world is failing Blizzard as a gamer.
Have you been to Goldshire?
No, I have no idea where that is. Is that where the hobbits are from?
You don't know. You don't know. You should check it out, though.
Whenever someone says you should check out this basement, I'm generally quite cautious.
Should be.
Really?
It is quite interesting down there.
Okay, now I'm even more cautious. There are enough basements in Berlin. I've been close to a few of them. I'm like, no thanks. It's a climbing gym.
That should be. Can't believe we didn't have this as a donation goal. Going on an RP server to Goldshire basement.
That is actually, that's a great goal for the future, though. No, do that for next Race to World first, because I'm likely not going to be here, so I can just watch people be embarrassed.
It was just all of the chat bubbles would just be blacked out.
Is that the Berghain equivalent in?
What is that?
Oh, Berghain. It's a really famous club in Berlin.
Oh.
Very exclusive. Lots of like BDSM sort of stuff.
Oh. That's just like the very like so it's RP servers, like people actually RP there, right? And in Goldshire, that's just where they meet to do things that no one
playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wants to speak about.
That sort of stuff. Is there a card game in World of Warcraft? Can you play Hearthstone in World of Warcraft? Is my question, I guess.
I mean, there's like this Hearthstone toy, which I think, like when you put it down, it's actually a Hearthstone board that comes up, but you don't actually play it. It's just like some.
They should introduce that.
Yeah.
I think I would spend more time playing Hearthstone. I don't spend a lot. I play more Magic, but I'd play it in WoW.
Yeah, like actual Hearthstone in WoW.
Yeah.
Like it opens up in like a smaller
Bran,
screen.
and it's like, here's a big Bran.
Yeah.
You know?
That would be cute.
That would be very funny.
I do like the puzzle games that they put into WoW though, like the ley lines and like the you have to click on something, the orbs turning a different color or whatever. Have you seen some of them?
Yeah, the ones in Delves.
Yeah, they're in Delves and they have them like as world quests and like stuff like that, or just randomly for like to open a chest or whatever in the world. I like
Those
them.
are fun. I don't like the pipe one, the one where you have to move things around. For some reason, my brain just never gets those.
Oh, really?
I can do the ley lines and the orbs ones pretty easily, but the pipe one, my brain just, it doesn't compute. Also, sometimes I press one and I'm like, it should go this way, and then it doesn't go the way I want it to, and it makes me sad.
I get it.
Yeah.
I had the same thing. Like, this doesn't make sense. Why does it go? I don't want it to go the other way.
Exactly. It's very frustrating. If you or a friend at home needs help with the puzzle games, tweet at us at Nagura. Hey, here's my puzzle game solve for me, please. And the bot will get back to you.
There was actually, like some time ago at Eternal Palace, some years ago, there was a world quest where you actually had to do world quests for player power. And one of the world quests was a puzzle where it's like, I think it's called like Bejeweled, where you have like different colored
gems.
Icons, gems.
Okay,
And when you click on them, when there's at least 3, they get consumed, and the other ones like fall down.
Sure.
And the puzzle was to get 5 in a row, or 6 was it? Like 6 of the same colors in a row, and it was actually kind of difficult.
Okay.
And people weren't able to do it, so there were just, you saw like so many people standing there, because when you play the game, your character just stands still, right?
Yeah.
And then it opens up, and you walk up to the world quest, and there's just like thousands of people standing there, and you can just like, they can't do it, and it just keeps going. It's like hours later, it's like, I can't do it. And then they had to nerf it.
Wow.
They had to make it
easier.
Yeah, they had to make it easier.
That's why I like dragon riding, because you can choose the advanced course. If you want to do
Yeah.
the simple one, do the simple one. But you can be like, I will do the hard one. Thank you very much. And
I
get
would love
silver.
that for these quizzes as well, for these puzzles. I would
Yeah.
love to have like a hard mode, because some of them are kind of easy, you know.
And you just get like a couple more valor stones if you do the hard
Yeah.
one. You don't need a like a
Or
much
even
bigger
nothing.
prize.
I don't care. I just want
No,
the hard
I want
one.
a slightly bigger prize.
I just
Because otherwise, my brain will just go, "Why are you doing the hard one? Just do the
That's-
easy one." Like,
what
there's
if, what
no
if you
point doing
just
the hard
get
one.
like a message in the chat that says, "You're great. You're much better than the other people." Would that be enough?
No, that wouldn't be enough for me.
Okay.
I need tangible rewards.
Okay.
Even if it's something very small, like a
Okay.
resonance crystal. Just
Mhm.
one.
All right.
That's all I need.
Mhm.
Have you got anything with your resonance crystals yet? Apart from the whatever the gear that you could get at the start with?
No, I don't even know what to do.
You can get mounts with them.
Oh yeah, I'm not a like collector of literally anything other than player power.
Okay.
I'm kind of, yeah, I don't know. I never really cared for mounts and for pets, because to me, like what I didn't understand is why people collect the mounts that are not pretty.
I get
And
that.
I had this thing where like,
But they're all pretty. In their own
oh,
unique way.
yeah, I disagree.
Okay, well that's allowed.
So I saw all of these mounts, like, why would I want it? It's not pretty. And same with like other stuff like collectibles and with transmogs. I'm like, I have this one transmog that I farmed like 5 years ago, and it's nice. Why would I have a different one?
Well, because you can get the Sylvanas one now, so...
Well, is the Sylvanas one pretty? I don't know.
Can we bring up the Sylvanas transmog, please? Producers? The one from the vendor, what's it called? Trade thing. Trading post.
Mhm.
That one you don't have to farm for, but it is very pretty. And can we get Alunira up, please? It's a mount. That one. See, if you don't find this mount pretty, this is the mount I farmed for when I was prepping for World First. I farmed this mount, and it is probably the prettiest mount. Also, the B mount is very cute, and you can farm for that
The
as
B
well.
mount?
The
Hmm.
B one. Have you
Okay.
not got the B mount yet?
I don't think so.
You only need 900 nectar things.
I'm not doing that.
But they're little coins. You get
No,
the bee farm
not
people
happening.
do anyway because often it's part of a world quest, and you can bee
I don't do
farm to
world
get
quests.
Alunira. You don't do any world quests.
No,
How'd you complete your Ashkahet weekly?
I don't do my Ashcad weekly.
That gets you player power.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
How?
You get Valor Stones, and you
But
can
yeah, I
get
can
a
get
bit
Valor
of gear.
Stones and then plus.
I mean, you can, but
the
you
gear's
said you
low
do
level.
only things that. I mean, not always, but yes. And you can get a mount from it, which is powerful for your motivation to play
Nope.
the game. I don't know. I can't believe you do no world quests.
Well, I did before the raid came out, but now that M Plus is available, it's just not Like, it doesn't give you more than if you would spend your time playing M+ instead.
But you can do world quests while you queue for M+.
That is true. I will be able to do a lot of world quests before I get invited to a key.
Yeah. So why don't you just do world quests?
Because I'd rather just AFK in the main city and complain about not getting invited into keys.
Or be like, hey, stream, anyone here got a +27 Mists of Alinera for me?
Oh, that's the...
It's the Sylvanas transmog. You don't like that? You look like Sylvanas. I guess if you're not playing a hunter, it's kind of like
And I do
fun,
love
right?
Sylvanas. I mean, she's great. I did replace her a little bit now with Xalatath. Like, she was my favorite before. But
so if there was a Xalatath transmog, would you farm it?
I would probably farm that.
This is why I want it. It just looks so cool, you know? Although I have these really cool shoulders at the moment on my Dragthyr that have like this blue fire that comes off them. It looks really sweet.
That is pretty cool. I love when there's
I didn't
animations.
Farm those, though. That's just what I equipped as this item level.
Yes. I sometimes do this thing where, you know, when there's a new patch coming out or a new expansion, of course you replace a lot of your items.
Sure.
And all of us, like, at some point, I'll have all of these new items and they don't fit together at all. Your character looks like shit.
And this is the mount, by the way. That's a pretty mount now.
It is. It is okay.
It's very
nice.
pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Well, then you can farm it.
I
You just need 10 crackling
The problem
shards.
is also, like, I'm a druid, so I have flight form, right? Which I can just go into.
So boring.
So much faster.
Flight form. I can become a raven and fly
No, it's
around.
not because it's pretty. It's because, like, it's not. I don't do it for like class immersion where I'm like, oh, my birds and I'm flying around. It's because it's instant. Like, you press it and you're in it. You don't have a cast time, you know. It's just so much more convenient.
Have you thought about not being a druid?
I mean, I do play my warlock once in a while.
And
Nagany is doing great.
Yeah, you could have a little mount.
Yeah, for Nagany, I could. This mount will be great. Yeah, I agree.
Why did you call your secondary character Nagany?
Well, it's because it's a warlock. They cast agony.
That's smart. That's smart. So do you name, if you were to make another alt, would you name it after an ability that they cast?
If it would make sense with my name.
You could have Neko as your Preservoker, because they cast Neko. Yeah. Or
point.
if there's a vampire, that could also be Neko.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very good. I'm going to consult you whenever I do make an alt in probably around 10 years.
Yep, and I also don't know any of the other ability names apart from Preservoker, so you can have Nemporal Anomaly. Nemerald Communion.
That's a great name.
Yeah. Nasus. Just sounds like a leak. It's like stasis. Right?
Yeah.
Did that sound rude? I didn't intend it to in any way.
No,
But Sam said, what? And I feel like I said something closer to the line than I intended to, but anyway. We shouldn't try and work it out, because the further we try and get down that...
It's the same thing like when people donate.
Or Nasus, which is a League of Legends champion.
Yeah.
Nasus. Hey, they waited for the mobs to respawn! BOE! Farming! BOE! Farming!
They actually did. Or did they never kill them? I'm not sure. There's
no,
some
there's
dead
two dead in the middle.
Yeah, but there's some
they're not Queen's
there
Guards,
might
are they?
just be like...
Yeah, maybe.
Flavor. Just, I don't know.
Why would they be dead here?
Okay, let's think about the lore. Who are these?
Wait,
it's
who's that in the
Queensguard,
middle?
Ressa, and Queensguard Gesan. So
Royal
I assume they are...
Who's Katie Threadmonster?
Also, why they are here? I thought the Silken Cord was the like second hand to the Queen, but now there's two more Queen's Guards. Oh, so they're just like lowly guards.
Yeah, they're just guards.
But I guess. But how did the enemies get so close? What did the Silken Cord do?
Well, they may
were they busy fighting each other?
Yeah,
or
probably. They're always distracted.
Just let everyone go through,
also,
all the way up to the boss, basically.
It looks like they're weavers and such, right? So maybe they came in and were like, "Hey, we have these wonderful bits of yarn to show to the Queen," and then they showed them to the Queen, and the Queen was like, "Bad
not
yarn,
enough.
Yeah, not good enough."
Yeah.
Or they tried to assassinate her or something. There must be lore here. I'm sure Nobble has done a great video on it, but I don't know any of it.
Yeah. What do you think about a lore? Would you be a lore person?
I like lore, but I don't want to dive really deep into the lore. So I really like the idea that Keveza is talking to someone else, but I'm not so invested in it that I need to find out who that other person is.
Okay, yeah.
You know? I like the fact that Takaj and Nerub-ar are fighting each other. I think that adds lore, and then the fact they use their abilities against each other is cool. But I don't need to know what the backstory of them fighting each other is.
Yeah, okay,
You know?
Yeah.
I think lore adds a good dimension, but I'm not someone that needs to find out stuff outside of what I can just find in the game naturally.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you wouldn't buy like a book or whatever.
Yeah, like League's had a book for a while called Ruination, which is apparently very good. But I haven't read it, you know?
Okay.
Maybe I just don't want to read it. Maybe
It's
I'm
interesting
tired.
because I've never been into WoW lore at all, or in other games. I'm also
not increase your item level.
Exactly.
Understandable.
Yeah. But then at some point, like people got very upset. They thought I'm trolling because there's like a cutscene or whatever, and I watched it on stream, and then there's like a really famous character, and I just didn't know who it is. Or it's like I was like, who is? Which is fine, you know. It's like, who is this person? They're like, oh, it's Anduin, and I'm like, who's that? Like genuinely not knowing, and everyone thought I'm trolling. It's like, you're trolling, right? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And they got so angry with me, like literally, like they were actually angry about it.
It's
so
strange.
it's like, well, I guess I'm gonna like read into lore a little bit. So I tried to like catch up with the lore a bit, but I got bored because I mean there's a reason why I don't know the lore, because I'm just not interested, right? But then I came across some of these content creator videos about the lore, and I think it was Taliesin that did a video about like some cutscene, and it was so interesting to me how he made this like 20-minute video about like a 20-second cutscene. And then he had all of these like theories, like because this and that happened, maybe she was standing behind there because, and then like all of these, and it was like, wow, like you can read all of that from this 20 seconds, and I felt that was interesting. Now I would never be able to know that much of the lore, and I'm also not interested to go and do the research now. But I still like thought, okay, it's a cool thing that there are people that know so much, and they can dissect like very small like things and just have all of these like very creative ideas on why this maybe happened and like on what could happen in the future. I thought it was interesting.
It is very cool. And I think like it's about where you invest your time and your knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I could show you an M+ key and you could be like, oh, they moved this way specifically to avoid this thing and to do this thing, right? And that's where your knowledge is. Whereas for them, their knowledge is based in the lore. Like TB Skyen does some really good animation and lore breakdowns for League, and I really enjoy their videos, but I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, now I know this, I can extrapolate to the nth degree this thing. It's just not where my time wants to be.
It would be very funny though if you would start doing that on like a like a Worlds
in the
game.
middle of a Worlds cast.
Like, did you know?
Every now and again, we would like if the game's slow, we'll be like, oh, did you know the lore behind Nautilus?
Oh, really?
Like, oh, yeah, But like usually it's a 30-second long snippet that's wrong most of the time. I just kind of make it up as I go along, as you can tell from what we've been doing here. It's just vibes. What is that loot beneath them? Actually.
Oh no, yeah.
Those are.
So I've seen these things in the raids. You can click them, and then you need like some sort of profession level 25 to be able to use them, and I still don't know what it does.
Well, it's the monthly tithe left to Queen Anubarash Ansarek by the Weavers Guilds.
Oh.
And that's what you can see, a gem in the top, but underneath that, the skeins that were spun by Takaj softly prevent scratches on the chests that were originally presented to her by Anubarash when he joined the court 57 years ago. Sad because the lifespan of the average Nerubian is actually only 72 years. So he's been in that court for 92% of his life.
Oh no.
Yeah,
and
he was originally an orphan as well.
Yeah.
His mother was the great aunt of Anubarash's, of Ansarek's mother.
Oh no, and then that makes sense why they're fighting now, because of course Ansarek did kill her mother, which means that Anubarash is probably not too happy about that one.
Well,
probably did have a stern talk about that afterwards.
And Takaj keeps reminding him of that, and he's like, "No, I'm loyal to Queen Ansarek. Takaj, you're pissing me off now. It's time to fight." That's exactly what happened in the lore.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened.
I don't know why we showed up at 8 o'clock. Because obviously they're not going to start the raid until like 9. They need to talk about things.
Well, it's interesting because yesterday when I left, because we had the last shift yesterday, Jesse was on Alice's desk, and Perfecto and Preach were casting with me. And I think it like a bit after 10, they stopped the raid, and they said that they will come in here and start raiding at 7 a.m. And then I talked to production. It's like, oh, should we come in at 7 a.m.? I was like, no, we're gonna start at 8. We're just gonna do some comms for like that hour. And then I came in here today, and I saw the raiders downstairs having breakfast. It's like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
I think we should start a riot.
Yeah. Full on riot.
Yeah.
Can I make another coffee?
Speaking of riot,
am I allowed to make another coffee? You want to take 5 minutes, go make a coffee, and then come back?
I wouldn't mind a second coffee myself.
Yeah. Well, we have to end our meditation first.
Okay. You lead the last meditation. Okay.
Deep breath in through your mouth for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out through your nose for 7 seconds. You are valid. You are wanted. Have a big, a small, or a medium-sized Friday. We'll be right back.
Can you ever get it right?